Hey, okay, so some changes. So in the last episode, I kind of talked about how I wanted to fix the project on my favorite bracelet, the Philip. Oh my goodness, the Phillips bracelet and the Phillips sword in the background. Um, but yeah, so last episode I talked about how I wanted to make some changes. So now I want to talk about how I guess I'm making those changes. First off, I'm really just taking a step at a time, right? So I think with a project, the one thing I've been worried about is that with each episode, it doesn't feel like I'm doing enough. However, I think there might be, hopefully at least, there's a cumulative effect when it comes to like the episodes where it's like maybe not on episode 150 that like something crazy didn't happen, but like the effects, you can see the ripple effects of episode 150 and episode 200 maybe. But yeah, pretty much that. So again, off staying away from that, I'm kind of using Obsidian to try and make this progress. So initially when I encountered Obsidian, right, it was I want to use it for studying. However, I'm kind of using it to use as a second brain, more so since I have very bad short-term memory. So like I want to try using this to kind of organize my thoughts. So like right now, I'm using this for the video where like I have something. I think it's best if I can show you. Give me a second. Okay, ignore the messy bag. But yeah, so I have my speaking points. You can see some of the stuff organized here. These are just different folders. I'll get into that in a second. But yeah, so I'm kind of using Obsidian to try and just organize the video, the episodes, my life, and like give a bunch of thoughts to me. Another cool thing, I'm trying to see if I can put enough on Obsidian that it will help me formulate new ideas. Um, but yeah, so with Obsidian, I have a folder dedicated to Project Phillips, like you just saw, and I have a mini folder in there where it's like episodes. So with each episode, I can give bullet points. I can start like even if it's 2 weeks ahead of the episode, I can start putting stuff in there. So I have a general idea of what I want to say. So it takes less time to do the idea formation. Because in the last episode, I said an average episode takes about an hour or so. And a large part of that is really just due to the idea formation. Like, oh, what did I say? What speaking points? Stuff like that. And it's usually just coming off my head. So having a second brain here is really nice. But yeah, today I think I took too long of a break. I just honestly kind of chilled with my cousins and my brother, and then we just watched The Flash, which is an amazing show. I recommend the first couple of seasons. And I do think that was kind of a loss on my part because I have some exams coming up, so I think that's gonna have to force me to study more in the coming days and tonight. Yeah. With that being said, I'm also kind of taking a break with Let Me See. Now, I don't believe I've got enough work done on Let Me See. So the break is not like something like, oh, I've done so much stuff now that I need to take a break so I don't burn out. It's more so I feel like I need to take a step away into developing something else to gain the necessary ideas, skills, and discipline for something like Let Me See. So what I want to take a break with is a side project, which is the English project, which I talked about a couple episodes ago. So just to give a quick idea. The English project is kind of a capstone project in a sense where it's like we just have to create something that basically it's like it's meant to show off your 4 years of your interaction with English, right? So what I want to do is make a game that kind of works with different themes, and I try and use different literary techniques. My interaction with English have not been very good in the past 4 years for some reason, but I'm trying to make a game that has like basically in a sense a story within a game. If I mean, and I think that's a lot how a lot of games work. So I want to kind of do that. And I think it'd be cool if I could do that for my life, so I don't have to create a new story. And then in doing that for my life, I get more content for my Symphony Part 4 and then the final episode. But yeah, uh, besides that, I think side projects have allowed me to gain those necessary skills. So that's why I'm very excited. And it's a smaller scope. So, because Let Me See, to be honest, even when I brought up, I knew that the scope was a bit too big for my current skill set and my current schedule. Even though my schedule is going to dramatically change in the next couple of days. But yeah, I think the side project is a good thing because it's really small and it should be handleable. I can just explore different ideas and then bring those ideas into Let Me See. Okay. And saying that though, I am going to change my devlog approach. So with devlogs, in my honest opinion, and from what I've seen so far, I largely just do like a large. I just take a day where I work. I got a lot of content. I just post that. But what I want to do instead is, as you saw before, is have like a devlog folder where each day I work on the game, like keeping with the habit. I just record my notes and say, okay, here's what I did so far. Here's some bugs I noticed. Blah blah blah. So whenever I want to do a devlog, I can just go like, oh, from devlog 1 to devlog 5. Let me share my thoughts. So look over here. Okay, so the thing should be empty. Okay, now it's devlog 1. So I'll work on the game. I'll put designs. I'll put like some thoughts, and then I'll have this here. I have devlog 2. Give me a second. I have to fix that because this might go inside the folder already in. Devlog point 2, and then I have that over there, right? And I can just keep on doing that, so it's easier to create devlog videos and just have my thoughts more organized as well. It just has like, I know, like I can go track a bug or go track a decision I made. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is why I did that. So it's an addition. It's in a sense, it's an addition to the comments in my code. Okay, let's see what else. I kind of like this structured approach, but I think it's gonna take a while to get used to. And yeah, lastly, I kind of want to get an episode number because I'm not sure about the actual number of episodes there are. So I want to do that tonight, or yeah, I want to do that tonight and get an actual episode number. And a cool plus or consequence of that is that I can actually go back doing synopsis for the videos, because what I used to do with the earlier stage of Project Flip is that each time I uploaded a video and uploaded the Instagram post, I would provide a synopsis for that episode. I think that really I really like that. I really like the approach with that because I thought it was just more interesting and gave that docu-series vibe to it. It also just like, it shows that the episode actually has some meaning, so it actually forces me to do more for an episode. But yeah, and lastly, one thing I'm thinking of is with this Obsidian approach where I list like my bullet points and my ideas for an episode, I can easily just go to ChatGPT and say create a synopsis, right? And that's really helpful because a large reason why I stopped is that because the episodes were getting longer and I was becoming more tired. So I just didn't have the energy to make the synopsis anymore. I just kept on building up. So I was like, okay, I'm going to stop doing the synopsis, provide the title. But yeah, so like for example, let me read the synopsis ChatGPT made with the stuff I gave it, with the bullet points. The episode of my life stalking series focuses on things step by step, and using Obsidian for organization. Pretty correct. I take a break and explore its effects, spending time on a side project, an English project game, and reflecting on its impact. I also discuss how Obsidian changes my approach in my devlog. Finally, I set a goal to track my episode numbers, see how it improves my episode synopsis. Okay. Besides my reading, that's a really solid explanation. So one thing I'm also hoping to do, besides the synopsis, is kind of make a GPT for these episode synopsis. I feel like I'm saying the plural wrong, like episode synopsis. Either way, try to make a GPT for that, and then it'll be easy. I'll just plug in the bullet points, and it'll say, okay, here's your synopsis for the thing. Even provides an episode title, so I'll see if I choose mine or ChatGPT's. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I like this approach. I just feel like how Obsidian is more. It feels like it feels like a sandbox, which I really like. So I know that you can do crazy stuff. So I know people are doing some like this Kyrgyzstan thing. Let me double check in a second. Obsidian. I'm gonna just use my PS4 as a second TV because like I don't play games that much. Like, yeah, Zetocastan in Obsidian. So it's like this approach to idea formation. So you have like 3 different stuff where it's like, one is long-term notes, one is like inspiration. There's a second one. I mixed up the categories, but there's 3 major notes, and then it's meant to help out with like creativity. I think. I personally don't think I'm going to be using Obsidian like that. Maybe I will. But But so far, I like my approach. So like you can do crazy stuff and you can build your own small things. So it's like a sandbox, like Minecraft. And I really like that the way it's designed. It's also just really simple, so like you don't feel too overwhelmed, which I really like. Um, One thing I'm interested in is if I can make like a page dedicated to like daily notes or like daily objectives, and just like it grabs the notes from each other, because Obsidian can link different like files and it gives you like information on the connections between those stuff. So I saw something while I was scrolling through this thing, and it was like about daily notes or whatever. I think that'd be cool to see if I could add somehow. But yeah, taking one step at a time and making some changes here and there. Have a great day.